So I got more pencils because I think I was running out of some of my darker colored pencils in my colored pencils. And so I was like, I think I just need to get regular ones. Um, so that's what happened. Uh, let's see. I've been working recently on like my own time. I mean, obviously in these streams, and for those of you just joining, I'll draw like anime characters that you guys request. Hello, welcome to the stream. Um, but recently I've been working a lot on drawing angles. And so I've been working especially on drawing just like a lot of different like angles of like faces, which is harder than I thought it would be. I was happy with how this one turned out. And that was kind of funny because like when I drew it, I was like low key. I think I like accidentally drew one of my friends. Um, so that was kind of funny. But yeah. So I'm a voice actress. My name's Noelle. I'm here to draw uh anime characters, whichever you guys request. So just let me know in the comments. I also have this big water jug now, so take that dehydration. Is it snowing where you live? Yeah, it was cold today. That's why I dress like this all day. Like, if any of you have been on my music channel, I decided to start working on another one of my songs today with my friend, and I was like, you know what? I'm just gonna wear this the whole time. But yeah, it was worth it though. This is actually like pretty comfy for sure. But yeah. Um, hello to any of you just joining the stream. Uh, give me an anime character that you guys want me to try drawing. I'll just wait. I'll wait. I'm gonna drink more water. Welcome to the stream. One day I'll like shuffle. That's actually something I can do. I actually have a goal to like on my own time because I found this playlist once of just like a bunch of like different dance moves, and I kind of want to see if I can learn like a bunch of new dance moves this year on my free time. But yeah. Um but yeah. Who's an anime character you guys want me to draw? Any recommendations? I guess I could just like pick one that I want to draw, but then I feel like I'm not like I don't know, because then I'd end up choosing something like a character from Fate Zero, which like not that many people. Well, no, I think Fate is really interesting because I don't think Fate is like super niche. Like I think there's many a person who has seen Fate Zero. I just think I have rarely run into people who have seen Fate Zero. I'm talking about Fate Zero. Um, you guys are you can request an anime character for me to draw. I'll do my best. I'm drawing them from memory. So basically, it's just like seeing how well I remember what a character looks like. But yeah. Momo from Dandadan. Oh, that would be such a good one. I'm gonna do that. Okay, let's see. Um, I think I remember pretty well actually what she looks like for the most part. I think it's because her design is like so simple, but so memorable at the same time. Like, let's see. Now, Danjadon has a very specific art style, so I'm kind of trying to remember how they draw eyes in that show. Welcome those of you who are just joining the stream. As per usual, I'm mostly like focusing on drawing. I just like ask that people be respectful in the chat, both to one another and also to me, because like I know, big shocker. I don't really like getting hit on in the chat. So, yeah, just be nice, everyone. Okay. I think I'm only remembering what this art style looks like a little bit, and I don't think I'm succeeding so far. I think there's definitely like certain details that stick out about like the character designs to me. Like obviously like Momo's earrings is kind of the thing that like sticks out a lot because they're just like I like how her whole outfit has this very like pink kind of theme where it's like her sweater, her like her bow, her hair's red, but then she has like the like mint green contrast in the jewelry. Um but yeah, I think that like I'm drawing Momo from Dandadan. Um but like I think that it's actually interesting because in my head I was kind of thinking about this more recently. And I think that there almost seems to be this interesting rule of like how to create a good character design. And I think what seems to be something that's a part of that rule is you probably don't want things to feel like too matching necessarily. So like you don't want to give you want to give at least like one splash maybe of a certain color that is outside of the rest of the color palette for that character. Because like for example, I think it's interesting because like a lot of people will be like, why do a lot of like isekai protagonists just kind of like look similar and there's nothing that really like stands out about them in terms of like design typically. I think it's actually probably a thing of that. Like, I think it's a thing of like they all have like all matching colors on their outfits and they don't really have anything that's like and then there's like this particular thing that's like a splash of like a different unique color in a way. Um and so maybe that's kind of why. Like, 'cause think about like as much as I like Sword Art Online, for all its like flaws for sure. But thinking about Sword Art Online, it's like okay, like I think Kirito's design could vastly be improved by not just having him wear the colors like black and gray. Um, and I think with the um, what am I saying? The saturation in Alicization. It kind of makes his hair look a little more like bluish in a way. Not like too blue, like but it just adds like a tint where I'm like, okay, that's like kind of nice because it feels like now his hair color is kind of a somewhat different color from like the rest of his outfit. But yeah. Someone in the chat says their dad passed away last week, and I am sorry to hear that. Let's see. Well, hopefully this stream is just kind of like a chill time to like help people relax. But yeah, I'm very sorry that happened. It's not fun to lose someone you care about, for sure. I think I'm doing pretty solid with this hair, honestly. On assuming I remember the rest of what this character looks like. Okay. Okay. Um, let's see if this helps. Um, what are my thoughts on I'm not sure what that is or who that is. Oh, you're saying I don't know why I didn't think Gigi's name was spelled that way in Don Da Don. Um, I actually really like his character. I think that Alex Lee does like a really good job voice acting him. So maybe there's like a bias there. But I think I don't know, like because I think some people find him annoying. But well, they find him annoying for the same reason that I think he's like kind of likable. Where it's like everyone feels like they knew someone like that in like high school or middle school, and like that's for some people probably why they find him annoying. But I think that's kind of like a nice quality because I'm like, oh, it's like kind of relatable in some sense for some people. And like I think he's like I don't know. He's like that very kind of like friendly type of encouraging character. Um, and so yeah, that's kind of my thoughts. Let's see. Um, I think I'm forgetting what some of the characters' hair looks like. This is hypothetically like pretty good, but I just need to make sure it looks like the characters. Um, we'll see. We'll see. Let's see. Child from Genshin reminds you of Gigi. I can see some of that. Okay, so I tried to get into Genshin. My older brother told me I would probably like Genshin. I just think that I got into it a little too late. And Genshin is a game where like it takes so much effort, I think, to kind of just like, or what's the word? I mean, any game should ideally take like some amount of effort. Genshin needs like a lot of attention and like time that I wasn't quite sure that I had. Oh no, my one weakness, drawing hands. It's okay. I'll be all right, hopefully. It's just kind of a quick sketch ultimately, but still, I want to try my best. So it's interesting because I was just thinking about how last year, correct me if I'm wrong, Don won at the Crunchyroll Awards for Best Character Design, which I think very much is deserved because again, as I said while I was like drawing this right now, I'm like, oh, it's kind of like cool and interesting how it's like I think that the like character designs are both like very simple and very iconic and unique at the same time. Um, and But it got me thinking about what do I think is gonna win next year, or rather this year now. Um, Personally, I think that Gachi Akuta is going to win because I just finished that show and I think like there's so many things about that show that stand out just in terms of like good writing, good story, good characters, um, good animation and whatnot. But I think that the most, the thing that, in my opinion, is probably like the most notable about it is the character designs. I think like it captures the sort of like grunge aesthetic very well. And I think it also, sorry, low key distracted. I think it also just has like really memorable and interesting character designs. Um, if there's a character design in that show that's my favorite, that's kind of like hard to choose because I think like all of them are pretty solid. Um, if I had to choose though, maybe I'd say like Engine's character design is pretty good. So is Rudo's. I think so is Rio's. So I just listed like three characters who I think have really good designs. Uh-oh, I gave myself a difficult task. Why would I do this? It's okay. Um, but yeah. So that's kind of my thoughts. But I'm trying to remember what else came out this year. I also don't know if things can get re-nominated, technically. Maybe they can if there's like new characters or whatnot. Um, but yeah, I am going to try and also moderate the chat as best as I can. Again, no one be weird in the chat. Where am I at with the drawing? Okay. Rough sketch. Again, this is like really like, oh wow. Really stretching the from memory aspect. I think I just need to make, okay, here, I'll fix this really quick and then I'll show you guys. Um, okay, this is better. Um, okay. So, I say as I want to fix my mistake. Okay. Okay, I'm satisfied. This should be a pretty solid drawing to show you guys. This is all I have so far. So obviously the vision is with I I can't draw hands that well. But Momo's hand is outstretched. I'm gonna try and draw because she has like her like her what is it? Her chi? Yeah, her hand that she can use because of her chi. I'm gonna try and do that. But yeah, that's what I have so far. Are you allowed to roast me? I guess so. I mean, there's nothing I can do about that. Um, but yeah. Okay. Hopefully this looks better. That's the next thing I need to work on. After drawing angles, I think I need to work on drawing hands. But drawing hands is also scary. Let's see. Can you voice your favorite character? I mean, my favorite character I've voiced is Princess Merope, who kind of just sounds like me. Except she sounds like a super cool version of me. Um, but if I could do an impression, I don't think I can. I can always do like archetypes, but not really um, impressions. Let's see. Uh, what's your spirit animal? I've been told squirrel as of recent. No, yeah. You're right. I made the pinky look like a thumb for some reason, but hopefully it's all worked out now. Okay, we'll just do this. Um, you seem like a cat. Ironic considering you have a Hello Kitty outfit. I feel like, I mean, I like cats, but I think cats tend to be a little more elegant than myself. Um, dual wielding thumbs for extra mana. Oh, what you might have seen if it had like the like fluffy pointed ears is what are they called? Abert squirrels. Hypothetically, they're rare. I don't know who that music artist is. Or maybe I do, but I'm just forgetting. What's my favorite animal? Maybe pandas, for sure. Favorite band? Starset. That's my favorite band. They make like techno rock. Cats are cool. They are. They're the best, for sure. So are dogs. Like, I think there's a lot of animals that are pretty cool. Let's see. All right. Uh, All right. Um, let's see. The difference between a dog and a cat is that when you point at something, the dog goes where you point and the cat looks at your finger. That's probably true. Cats can mimic though. That's kind of interesting. Have you watched Hamilton the musical? I have because my boyfriend likes that musical and I had never seen it before. And then we like watched it one day. I was like, that was actually pretty good for sure. That's a long musical too. I mean, some musicals that are like super well known tend to be, but I don't know why. I was just thinking about that when I watched it. Because it's like 4 hours, right? Not that there's anything wrong with that. I'm just like impressed. Mm, I'll give this like a somewhat bluish base. Um, let's see. All right. I am just like super focused when I'm drawing. Uh, let's see. Everyone be nice to each other in the chat for sure. Uh, sleep. I can't. I mean, I will eventually, but right now I want to draw. Let's see. Let's see. I got outlined this a little bit more. Um, let's do that. Maybe since I'll give this like a purple Uh, what is your favorite Sanrio character? I'm thinking of, I feel like I kind of know which ones are, but I'm not entirely sure. I mean, I think like Hello Kitty is like a pretty obvious one. Um, but sometimes I don't, it's isn't like who is it? Peach and Goma, the cats. Is that Sanrio or am I mistaken? Um, anyways, there's something about that where that kind of reminds me of me and my boyfriend. So they definitely have a special place in my heart. Let's see. Um, okay. Let's see. It's red. Okay. Let's see. Um, who's the goat? I guess I'm not sure because I don't know enough about basketball. Um, and I think out of all of the sports I've seen in my entire life, the World Cup was kind of what me and my family would watch a lot of the time growing up. Well, I think in general, like my family would probably watch like every sport, but I remember like in particular all of us watching the World Cup because I think we all liked soccer. And then there was the Olympics, which I feel like everyone like watches together. Let's see. Do you watch Demon Slayer? Yes, I love Demon Slayer, and I, yeah, I, I have to say it, like, I am thoroughly disappointed that neither Demon Slayer, the Infinity Castle movie, or the Chainsaw Man movie got nominated this year for an Oscar. I think if the criteria in general for the animated category was more clear, maybe I could understand that. Like, I think Demon Slayer has amazing animation. I'm also willing to understand that it's like, yeah, in the Demon Slayer movie, you need a lot of context to understand that movie and what makes it so good. Um, but with the Chainsaw Man movie, I felt like it's kind of a movie that, interestingly enough, could just like stand on its own ultimately. Um, and so that's where it's kind of unclear. But ultimately, I just thought both, if not one of them, should have been nominated, and it just didn't happen, which was very sad to me. Um, but that's okay. I think in general, it's always an interesting battle with animation. I think there's still people who, for whatever reason, don't see it as necessarily a legitimate art form, which is crazy because in my head, I'm like, it takes like so much time and so much effort to create something like so beautiful and intricate with like a bunch of other people. Like, I feel like that's kind of the accumulation of what art is in a way. Just having the passion to work on something for so long. Let's see. Sorry, I'm missing like half of these comments. Oh yeah, this is what I have so far. It's all right. It's going okay. Um, let's see. And what I need is this pencil. Um, it's cool. Thank you. Bye. I will watch the next live. Okay. Have a good night. Uh, Where is... Aha. Um, okay. All right. Now I need bright red. Let's see. This is literally going so well. Let's see. That's awesome, PJs. I got them from my roommate for Christmas. Best gift. Along with a Domino's gift card. All right. Let's see. All right. I'm making progress for sure, is what it's looking like so far. It's definitely a somewhat different art style, but I am kind of happy with how this is turning out. Um, uh, okay. And then I need this. Let's see. It's turning out good. I'm definitely like super quiet, I feel like whenever I'm like drawing, because I'm just so focused. But what can I say? I'm happy with how this is turning out so far. Maybe I'll do that, like a slight. Let's see. right. Let's see. All right. Oh, it's so close to being done. Oh, have a good night. What movie do you like? I like a lot of movies. One of my favorite movies is Pacific Rim. It's just like, I don't know, it's an iconic one. It's really interesting. I like the visual effects. But I also think the story is fun too. Like, I don't know, it's just really well done. Pacific Rim was pretty cool. I never saw the second one. I don't think you were missing out on too much. I think that, well, it's even just the fact that hypothetically, I think the second one is just so different from the first one. And the first one has this really grounded kind of feel, and like it's just a super like the making of that movie was this like really artistically influenced film with things like Godzilla and anime. The visual effects, like it's like fictional in your head, but it just feels like so real, and that's such a hard thing to capture. Um, Let's see. Um, okay. I think I need to add some of this. All right. I think I've finished. Let's see. Yeah, the second film is just like I don't know. Like it seems like in the first film there was so much like consideration of things where it's like the physics of like the Jaegers and like specific details with like the kaiju designs and then like following this certain like story structure that felt like kind of like simple but also again like inspired by things like anime and Godzilla and whatnot. Um and the second movie just felt like kind of generic. Um but yeah. All right. The finished wait. I say as I'm like I want to add like a couple more details. Okay. The the finished product. There we go. That's my Momo from Don Don picture. What do you guys think? I did my best. Again, it's from memory. Um, but yeah, I'm happy with how it turned out. It's definitely like a drawing of her again and like maybe somewhat of my own art style, but I think I like how it turned out. This just comes back to my point of again where it's like characters I remember a lot from memory, and then you can tell which are the ones that like I don't remember that much because it's like less detailed or whatnot. Um, but yeah. All right. Well, I think that's gonna conclude the stream for today. But thank you all for watching this stream. I'm a voice actress. I do other streams occasionally like this. I also do some gaming streams. Some Q&A streams too. If you want to see work I have voiced over in, I have a playlist called Projects I'm In that has a bunch of projects I'm in. And yeah, it's on this channel. I'm going to be releasing a song soon on my music channel that I'm very proud of. I've been working on it for a really long time. And I think it turned out really well. So feel free to check out and follow my music channel if you're like, what? She can sing too. Um, but yeah, thank you all for watching me draw, and I'll see you all around. I hope you have a good night. Bye. Let's see, how do I end this?